everybody, it's Lisa. Happy Friday. Hey, listen, I hope you're all in the mood for something a little sweet right about now because I wanted to do some fudge, but I had to do it the right way. So I have this book of keto recipes, and in it is a recipe for peanut butter keto fudge. Hello, good afternoon. I hope you're all having a good day. Let me know if you're watching the replay, where you're watching it from, and just if you're watching it live, just say live and where you're watching it from. Hello. Hi, Debbie. So, we're going to get started, okay? So, the first recipe, the first ingredient is butter. Yep, a whole stick. And, so we're going to just go from there. And let me hi everybody, tell me where you're watching from. How are ya? So anyway, yeah. Oh, to start with, I had to line a square pan. Hi Carrie, hi Jamie. Waving at everybody here. With parchment paper. That makes it a lot easier to get out of the pan. And if you had asked me years ago if I would ever use parchment paper, I wouldn't have really known what to do with it. I didn't grow up with it, but I love that stuff now. It works in the keto bread. Hi, Carrie. It works with just generally making life easier. Hi, Jamie. Dairy-free. No. You could probably make it dairy-free. Let me see if I can find you a recipe, Jamie. I know Inara has trouble with dairy, and I do probably have some. Remind me to look it up. Okay, sorry, kiddo. But yeah, it will work with some of your keto customers. So anyway, I'm going to turn the stove on because obviously this isn't going to work without it. And we're going to melt the butter and a block of cream cheese. Which actually, Jamie, now that I think of it, there are dairy-free substitutes for butter and cream cheese that I have found. I'm sure you have though too. Does anybody else looking out there have a dairy-free substitution that you like for butter and cream cheese? So I have been letting these sit out to soften because I just figured it would be less energy on the stove heating it up. And oh my goodness, every now and then they make an adult-proof container. Yeah, the cream cheese one is always good for that. Okay, and this is a real simple recipe too, by the way. So it is keto-friendly, of course, not dairy-free, as Jamie has pointed out, but I'm working on it. I will remind you, Jamie, to do a dairy-free recipe for you, something that would be fun for Inara, who is only 2. All right, so we're getting that in the pan, and we're going to cook it up. And I will show that to you in just a minute. So, are we ready? Let me move that camera. Yeah, but they act weird with heat. Yeah, I know. There's sometimes it is tough, but here, let me see if you can y'all see that? Hopefully. It's in the pan, and I'm going to heat it up, and it's going to take probably about 5 minutes. And the other ingredients that are in here are unsweetened peanut butter. Has anybody tried to find unsweetened peanut butter? Yeah, this is one of like 2 brands that I can find. This is actually at Walmart, and it's a pretty good price. But it's you got to read it because most of the time they want to throw sugar in peanut butter. And peanut butter is actually really, really good without the sugar, especially if you've been doing keto long enough. You will find that you lose your taste for sweet. I mean, it's really amazing. Sugar has been compared to a cocaine addiction. So if you're just coming off sugar, you might actually like it. But the more you do without it, believe it or not, it really does break the habit after you go without it. So anyway, and I have gotten brave enough to wear white, and peanut butter cookies are good when we make them with like 4 ingredients. Good, share that recipe, Jamie. So anyway, yeah, I've recently gotten brave enough to wear a tank top. Obviously, you almost never see me in them, but it's been in the 90s, and I woke up for the second day in a row today with steam on my window, like you couldn't see out the window because the steam was just clinging to it. So tank top it is today, but I found out I think I'm going to have to give this one up too, just because it's a little bit too big on me. I have been losing weight and using a great system to do it. So if you want to know about my system, PM me. It is a little something that complements the keto, and working pretty well for taking the inches off. Really happy about that. Okay, so we're getting melted over here. I'm not getting melted. The cheese and the butter are. And what were the other? Oh, vanilla. Just regular old pure vanilla extract. And then we have stevia. So that is optional, by the way. I do still like a little bit of sweet with things. So yeah, I kind of go with it. But if you don't want it, if you've really lost the flavor for it, just do without it. It really, I don't know. I never thought I would lose the taste for sugar, but I guess because I grew up on it with the carbs and everything, I think, you know, you kind of get used to things, and you also get the habits in your head. Like, oh, you know, a certain time of year you eat certain foods. Like, how many of you just traditionally go eat certain foods, not because you necessarily crave it, but because it's in your memory and it's attached to that time? Yeah, Christmas is good for that. Jamie mentioned cookies. Thank you, Jamie. She says congratulations. Yes, I'll be giving up some of my more clothes. Shopping in my own closet, I guess is what they call it, getting the smaller stuff out. And yeah, I guess the real retail stores sometimes like me a little bit, because I'm actually going and shopping for the smaller sizes now, which is really, really nice. So yeah, and recently I've gotten into that because I'm trying to decide, like, am I craving things, or is it just something I want? You know, because sometimes you just see something, you want it, and you eat it, whether you're hungry or not. And so I think I'm going to be doing a little bit more work on discipline in that area. So does anybody else have a habit eating issue? Love to hear that I'm not the only one. Okay. Still getting melted over here. Okay, so we're medium heat. Melt the butter and cream cheese together, stirring frequently for about 5 minutes. Well, it really hasn't been 5 minutes, I don't think. And then we're going to go and add the peanut butter. I ended up doing 2 because, like I said, I have to. But that's a full cup of peanut butter. And if you want to keep it from separating too much, a lot of times I will just store it upside down. It tends to keep the oil mixed. You may want to put a paper towel on your shelf just in case it does come out a little bit, but basically you can get it mixed in that way if you tend to just flip it upside down a lot of times. Yep. This morning, I don't know if anybody of you saw that short little video I posted about the baby ducky morning. We had some ducks that decided to just take a rest in the middle of the street. And I wanted y'all to know that, yes, that end of that video, I did shoo them out of the street. We have to be careful with those ducks. They are protected. I forgot their name. Joanne, if you see this, can you just plug it in? You always know these things. They are a protected kind of duck. They're only in this area. And they kind of know they're protected because they tend to go wherever they feel like going. So anyway, get these 2 mixed in. Whoops. Yeah, that's another thing about white. Yeah, it's always a target color, right? Or maybe I'm just imagining that because it's white and you see it more. So anyway, I'm going to show this to you. It's about as mixed in as I think it's going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and add the peanut butter. That is really thick, y'all. Really thick. And like I said, I mixed 2 together, but it's really, really tough for me to find non-sweetened peanut butter. I really wish that they had a few more choices. You can also, the recipe says you can also make like a chocolate hazelnut keto fudge. And there's a recipe for the hazelnut, making your own peanut butter in there. You can also make, you know, there's a variation for chocolate. So you can kind of go a couple of different ways with this. I just decided to stick with the main one for now. And then I'll experiment a little bit more later. So, where are you all watching from? Okay, let's get that mixed in. And then it says to get it all mixed in together and then remove it from the heat to add the vanilla and the stevia. Peanut butter is kind of thick though. So, yep. Oh well. Probably gonna have to get rid of the shirt anyway, but anyway. How many of you are having a terrific summer? What are you doing? It's July, like, you know, we're all supposed to be doing summer things. It's been a little tough though lately, but hopefully there's some things normal. How many kids are going back to school? Who's got kids that it's going back to school in a couple of weeks? How are you all handling that? That would be interesting. I know they're going to get underway here like August 3rd, I think somebody told me. So hopefully that will bring a little bit of normal to life. Thank you, whoever sent me the thumbs up and the heart. Okay, now I'm going to remove it from the heat, and it's pretty much mixed in. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so it looks mixed in to me, and now we are going to add the vanilla, which is a teaspoon, and the stevia, which was optional, but you know, I just kind of like, I don't know, what, who knows, maybe next time I won't bother me with it. You never know. I don't like a lot of sweet though, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too sweet. I'm just trying to follow directions. Okay, well, come on, stevia. I haven't used that in a while. I think it was a little clogged up. So, yep, this is going to mix right in. And I will show you the finished product here in a minute. And this one you can use, okay, refrigerate for an hour until thickened. Cut into small squares and enjoy. Refrigerate covered up to a week. So this is something that you can enjoy over time, which is good because we don't eat a lot of the sweets. So I like to space it out. But I think it's going to be something just kind of, I don't know, nice to try. Hello, Carrie. BBMS and Sika are opening. Good, thank you. I'm glad. That is our church's private school. They are going to be opening. And I'm sure Miss Carrie is looking forward to getting back with her kids because I know she's missed them. And then Jamie's saying you may be doing Epic. It's school at home, but state sanctioned and fun. Okay, so you're doing homeschool at home, yeah? I know of several people who have gone to that option, and it works pretty nice. And of course, Jamie was homeschooled, and so she's quite familiar with the process. Carrie loves having her kids all around her. She is such a kid person. Yes, I know. Come on over, Carrie. Maybe we'll share some fudge together. Okay, I'm getting ready to pour it out. So, let's see. I think I'm just going to move this book since I'm done with it. And we'll just get it poured out. I'll show you what it looks like. Peanut butter fudge. All right. Let's see how good I am about evening it out so I don't have like too much in one place and too thin in another. Does anybody else have that issue? You don't quite get it level all the time, but it works anyway. Oh gosh. Yeah, you might as well have some fun with it, right? Okay. So this is kind of, well, it didn't, I more took on the color of the peanut butter. I'd kind of expecting it to lighten up a little bit, but the peanut butter seems to be coming through very clearly. This is gonna be fun. Who is looking forward to school starting? Y'all doing any field trips this year? I know they may be a little tough, but I always loved doing field trips with the boys. That was one of the things that meant a lot to them. And me too, because it kind of broke the week up and things like that. River really wants to go back, but COVID. Oh, okay. So you're still having issues there with COVID? Well, I think everybody's gonna for a while, but I'm hoping that this is the end of the second wave and, you know, finally be coming to an end. As an up note, we are doing the Catfish Festival here. Yep. So anyway, I have been doing a little bit more with energies. In case you're wondering what these are, part of this is my weight loss plan and part of it's my nutrition plan. Like I said, if you want to know what it is, PM me and we will talk, because I have been feeling a lot better and I would like it if all of you would feel better too. So, are you ready to see what this thing looks like? I am. Da, 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 da. Keto peanut butter fudge. Me. So, hope so, definitely the State Forest. Well, that will be good. I want to see some pictures of that one, Carrie. I think the kids would love it. But anyway, so this is going to conclude the video today. If you have questions about keto, let me know. If you have questions about, you know, losing weight, things like that, let me know. Let me definitely know where you watched from. And have a great afternoon, everybody. Bye. Thank you for watching.